Welcome to Concept Learn.
Belonging to that of the order Hemiptera. Coming to its identification marks, here you can see these are the two female adults, and these adults are actually brown dorsal and a deep brown ventral. Here you can see the dorsal view. This is brown and its ventral side it's much dark, that is it is in deep brown in color to its ventral side, and the wings are usually hyaline with dark wings. Here you can see that how transparent these wings are. Vene formation can be clearly seen as they are very dark in color and the wings are hyaline. And here female usually exists in two types of forms, that is the Macropterus and Brachypterus. What are these? These are the existence of its wings forms. Based on its wing formation, these have been characterized as the Macropterus and the Brachypterus. Macropterus, here it means that these are the fully developed wings known as the Macropterus, and these are the Brachypterus because here the wing development is not complete. Incomplete, that's why wings are very small in size when compared to that of the Macropterus. Here in this case, both nymphs and adults. In case of the yellow stimber, we have seen the larval stage is the damaging. Both the nymphs and adults, these are the damaging stage. Both will cause damage to the crop that further results in the losses. Here they will suck the sap from basal portion of the plant. Whenever you see in the field, and if you just see towards its basal side, you can see that many number of white small colored insects which are situated at its basal part. So this is the basal region of the paddy plant where you can see several number of white colored insects. These are nothing but the brown plant hoppers. There they will be clustering, means in some group, in several number they will be found at the base of the plant. So towards the base of the plant they will be sucking, both the nymphs and the adults. They will just suck the sap from the plant top tillers or the leaves. It will be turned into the yellow and finally the plants will dry in the circulated patches, and that's known as the hopper burn. Here you can see that infection of these brown plant hopper usually spreads in terms of few circular patches, and even these sucking pest, while it is sucking pest, here you can see it is releasing the honeydew, and as such it releases the honeydew, promotes the development of, here you can see this black color cluster like formations upon this basal region, and that is due to the release of this honeydew further develops the presence of the sooty mold here, and that also leads to lowered photosynthesis within these plants. Coming to its management, it is recommended to go for heavier applications of the nitrogen fertilizers, and few of the resistant varieties have also been recommended here. They are like Chaitanya, Godavari, Krishnaveni, Indra and Vajram Vijeta. Alleyways, this is important here. For every 2 meters like this, we have to leave a 20 centimeters of gap as such. So if we are leaving gaps as such in between these every 2 meters paddy plants, then it will be helpful to provide plenty amount of the aeration, and in case of the attack of the BPH, it will be very much easy for the person who is applying the pesticides. Insects, that is the BPH insects, it will be congregating at the base of the plant. So these alleyways helps in promotion of the easier application of the insecticides and also the passage of the sunlight and air to all parts of the plants. One more important thing is that it is also recommended to follow alternate wetting and draining the field. That is, we have to fill the entire field. The base of the plants must be filled entirely with the water. Then those will be flooded within the water when they have filled up to that basal part. After they will be floating within the water. If we drain that water, means if we remove that water out of the field, insects also will be washed away along with water, and we have to dry it first. So like this, alternately if we are following this wetting and drying procedure, we will be able to manage the incidence of this BPH. Few natural enemies are also very much important, that is the spiders and mealdebugs, coccinellids, natural enemies that helps in reducing these BPH populations, and a few of the parasitoids like Anagra species, Oligoceta and Haplogonotopus orientalis. Here whenever this 2:1 is the natural enemy to the parasitoid ratio. So if there are 2 natural enemies for every one insect, there is no need of carrying such kind of the management practices, that too especially with that of the chemicals. So when it is not in such a ratio, then we can further go for the insecticidal spraying, that is the foliar sprays with acephate, or we can even apply the granules, that is of the carbofuran.